Data
What is
build tool.
it's a data
It is
bu-
data build transformation.
build tool. What exactly this build DBT tool will do? What exactly it will do?
It works on transformation.
It's a transformation purpose. It's a data build tool mainly for data transformation. Okay, so transformation. Okay, what exactly simple thing? It will take the raw data. Okay, with the help of DBT, we can do the transformations. Will be the transform. Simple thing. Understand the functionality. What exactly? So raw data. So DBT will come into picture. Take the raw data with the help of DBT. We're doing the transform data will be aware. So before that, you need to understand what is ETL and ELT. So if you are able to understand this functionality, it will be easy. What is ETL abbreviation? Tell me. Extracting the
Extract.
data from the data source. Extracting the data from data source. Okay. Now what is T? Uh, transforming the raw data into transform data. Okay, so transform. Understand this functionality simple only. Now, what exactly L means nothing but what? Nothing but loading the what type of data? Loading the transformed data. So transformed data. Okay, where exactly? Where exactly? Into data warehouse. Okay, see one more time, simple thing. So it's a ETL is nothing but extracting data from the data source, transform the raw data into, okay, so into transform data, loading the transform data into data warehouse. What is ELT tools? What is ELT? ELT nothing but extracting the data from the data source. Now, what exactly L is nothing but what? Loading what type of data? Loading what type of data?
Raw data.
Data, loading the raw data into data warehouse. Now, where exactly we are doing the transformation within Snowflake or outside, within the data warehouse or outside data warehouse? Tell me.
Within
Transform
data warehouse.
within transform the raw data, transform the raw data into transformed data, okay, within the warehouse. Okay, see, this is the functionality. Point is that what? So ETL is nothing but extracting, transforming, and loading the transform data. But here, what happened? Here, extracting, loading the raw data, and we are doing the transformation in the data warehouse. So by seeing this one, tell me DBT where it will come in, sit here, ETL or ELT approach? Tell me. Ultimately, DBT will sit in the
ELT.
ELT because no, in the ETL already the transformations are available. So it won't fit here. So where exactly it will fit? In the ELT pipeline. So see, with the help of DBT, we can easily build which pipelines? ELT data pipelines. What is pipe purpose? For flowing of water. What is data pipeline? Nothing but what? Flowing the data from one data source to the data warehouse. So see, with the help of DBT, we can easily build ELT data pipelines. By seeing this, tell me DBT is an ETL tool or ELT tool? Tell me.
ELT.
So remember, DBT is not involved in, it's not an ETL tool or ELT tool. Mostly focus on which part? Focus on the transformation part. Okay, one more time. So this is the functionality. So point is that what? So it's not an ETL tool or ELT tool. Mostly focus on which part? Focus on the transformation part. Got the point. So this is the functionality. Let me show you the PPT. Once again, hold on. So DBT nothing but it's a data build tool. Okay, it's a data build tool used for data transmission framework. It's not an ETL tool or ELT tool. Now, what exactly it's mostly focused on which part? Focus on the transform data. It will take the raw data with the help of DBT. We'll get the transform data will be available. Got the point? So this is the functionality. So it doesn't involve the extracting the data or loading the data. It only focus on the transformation data. Now tell me now what are the ETL tools or ELT tools in the market? Tell me ETL tools. Which are the ETL tools? Anyone? Informatica. Just highlight you need to understand. Informatica. And then
Matillion.
so Matillion, and then IICS, ADF. So
Data
CADF. Okay.
stage.
So data stage. Okay. So data stage. Okay. So then okay, Pento. These are some ETL tools. What about ELT tools? Anyone any idea? ELT tools. Python is there. Okay. Stitch is there. Okay. Depends on the company. They try to work on. Okay. Stitch. Okay. Stitch. Or have. Okay. So Metlin also will access ELT tools. So their functionality just to loading the data. We can go for this anything. So ETL tools or ELT tools. Okay. So these are the ELT tools. Now this is fine. Next thing is that what, okay, now DBTs and ETL or ELT, it's not. So it's mostly focused on the transformation part. It doesn't involve the extraction part or loading part. Only focus on the transformation part. Okay. Now see the same. Tell me with the help of DBT, we can do the coding, testing, deployment, documentation, and the data analysis. Remember, so main purpose of DBT is that what we can perform is the coding. See what happened. So see, so this is what anybody. This is the DBT. Anybody, what is exactly this UI? This is DBT. What is this? Is DBT cloud. Okay, see cloud. Okay, see. Now what happened with the help of DBT? I can work is the coding, the testing, deployment, documentation, data analysis. So see, advantage of DBT is that what we can build the ELT data pipelines easily. Okay, pipelines easily. Okay, and one more thing is that what? Okay, see, we can do the development, testing. Okay, deployment, documentation, and data lineage. What is deployment? Tell me what exactly deployment is. Nothing but what? What is deployment? What is deployment?
Pipeline.
Deployment. That's pipeline. What pipeline?
CI/CD deployment.
CI/CD pipeline. So CI/CD nothing but what say? Continuous
integration and continuous deployment.
Okay, see continuous integration and continuous deployment. Okay, see deployment. Okay, I'll tell you details. So okay, see. So with the help of DBT, we can easily integrate our code with GitHub. See what happened. Tell me after developing anything, where I should put our code in the version control or in the code repository. See, point is that what I can easily integrate our code after. See what happened. Let me go back here. See, so after developing the everything, what happened? We can easily integrate our code. This is what? Tell me. GitHub. So point is that what with the help of DBT, I can easily integrate with the code with GitHub, and we can perform the CI/CD pipelines. So see, with the help of DBT, I can perform development. So testing, deployment, documentation. Suppose tell me in my table contains, suppose simple use case, employee table. Now I want to find duplicates there or not. Tell me how to find duplicates there or not. What I should do? Tell me. We write select count of star ID from EMP table group by ID, then having what is right the syntax having count of star greater than 1. Same thing. Now I want to find null records are there or not. How to find? Copy the same thing. So see where ID is null. So see count of greater than 0. So point is that what if I want to do testing, what we should write this code manually. So but if you see in DBT what happened, we need to put simply the see this YAML in this table. I want to find ID column unique test, not null test. So point is that what with the help of DBT I can do the testing easily. So see point is that what I need to write the logic manually. Instead of writing the logic manually, what happened? DBT given a concept of YAML file, just to put the table name and the column name. Now what exactly it will do? All this test, unique test, not null test, no need to write this logic manually. So that's what the advantage. So one more time, with the help of DBT, what we can do the development, testing, deployment. Tell me after doing everything, what happened? We need to develop documentation. So what is documentation? The technical documentation. But with the help of DBT, what happens? See here, if we click what happened, document will get automatically generated. So one more time. So these are the advantages. We can perform easily the coding. So for testing purpose, what we're having the concept of YAML files. Okay, see these are the YAMLs. Okay, see the YAMLs we need different. And one more thing, deployment is nothing but what we can easily integrate our code with GitHub, and we can perform the CI/CD concept. So this is one more advantage. And what about documentation? Simply click this button. Okay, we can able to get the documentation of entire project will be available. And one more thing is that data lineage. What is data lineage? Tell me. What is data lineage? But what?
So to target,
Dependencies can be easily understood.
dependencies,
Okay,
yeah.
so see what happens. See, suppose I'm having in my on-premises database or anything, I'm having multiple tables are there. So EMP, department, so projects. Now what happened? Tell me now I want to find the dependence. What you should go for? We should go for ER diagram. We need to prepare entity relationship diagram by using Erwin tool or the same thing. So we should have separate tool. But what happens? See now, tell me this object is dependent on which object? This object. So in DBT, we can perform that. This is called as data lineage. So dependencies between multiple database objects can be performed easily with the help of, okay, this data lineage concept. So see advantages, you need to see the advantages. Why we are going for DBT? We can perform the coding activities easily, the testing, deployment, documentation, data lineage. We can build the easily the data pipelines, and we can perform the SCDs. Okay, see what happened. With the help of DBT, we can perform with the SCDs concept, incremental concept, the testing. Okay, so these are the advantages. With the help of all these advantages, DBT come into picture. Okay, got the point. So this is the same thing. One more time, see easy testing. So reusable code. Tell me in Snowflake, if I want to perform reusable code, where I should write? We should write the stored process and the function. Same thing in DBT will call as macros. With the help of macros, I can write the reusability code one more time. So with the help of DBT, what happened? I can perform the testing. A reusable complex code can be less. With the help of less code, we can write. With the less code, we can able to perform the same activities: CI/CD integration, data lineage, and the documentation. One more time. So we can perform either the testing activities, reusable code, that is macros, CI/CD integration, data lineage, documentation. If anybody else know what's the advantage of DBT, we can perform the development, testing. I can easily integrate the code with what GitHub, and we can able to the deployment process easily. The data lineage concept, documentation can be easily performed. Clear a little bit, somewhat. SNOC point is that what see DBT can be easily integrated with what? So see, it can be easily integrated with Snowflake, Postgre, BigQuery, Redshift, Databricks. So see, point is that what? Tell me what is DBT abbreviation? Is that what? It's a data build tool. It is used to transform the data that has been already loaded in the data warehouse. Okay, point is that what? So DBT is used to transform the data that has been already loaded in the data warehouse. Now data will be available in any of the data warehouse. It will connect to the database or data warehouse and will do the transformations. Okay, see, remember, okay, the ELT, the data loaders, they try to dump this data in this data warehouse, either Snowflake or the same thing, and we are trying to this functionality. This is the same function. Getting the point of one more time. It's a DBT is nothing but what? It's a data build tool. What the purpose of DBT? It used to take the raw data. With the help of DBT, I am performing the transformed data. Got the point of same thing. So DBT is not an ETL tool or ELT tool. It's mostly focused on which part? Focus on the transformation part. It doesn't involve the extraction or the loading part. Only focus on the transformation part. Now, what exactly definition? It is used to transform the data that has been already loaded in any of the data warehouse. Okay. Now, point is that what? Tell me now. For learning purpose, we're using Snowflake. What exactly Snowflake is? Nothing but tell me. What is Snowflake? Tell me.
Cloud data warehouse.
It's a data warehouse, cloud
It's a
data warehouse.
cloud-based data warehouse. Okay. What is exactly this purpose? This is for data storage, data processing, and the data analysis. Okay. See, now point is that what it can handle huge volumes of data. Now point is that what this is so far good. Now tell me, mainly for Snowflake is mainly for what? Mainly for what type of project? Mainly for data migration project. Okay. Now point is that what now? Our data will be sitting in the on-premises, either Oracle database, okay, or SQL server. Okay, so you need to connect the dots with Snowflake with DBT. Then what happened? Postgre or Teradata or SAP HANA systems. It can be any systems. Now what happened? We want to migrate the tables, okay, the views, okay, the functions, and the procedures. So see, we see the project we can able to understand. See, as a part of migration, we are trying to migrate tables, views, functions and process the same thing. Now, if you see this project flow, you can able to get a little bit understanding. See, now my data is sitting in source systems. It can be file format. Okay. Okay, it can be on-premises data or cloud data. Now, what happened now? I want to move this data to Snowflake. This is called as data migration. Tell me what exactly we are trying to migrate? The tables, the views, the functions, and the procedure. Tell me now, this is huge volumes of data. Now, who will come into picture? The ETL tools or ELT tools as of now? Tell me. Which tools will come in picture?
ETL.
Not ETL. Okay, for
ELT.
DBT, we'll go for ELT. ETL, nothing but transformation will be done. So now who are doing the transformation? The DBT guy. Okay, so now we'll go for ELT tools. Okay, so we want to bring this tables data, views data, and get into Snowflake. Now what happened? This is huge volume. We should put in data like S3 data. Like now what happened? ELT are nothing but what? Either Fivetran, Stitch, or Airbyte, or Metlane. We are dumping this data into S3. Now what happened now is S3, I want to load into Snowflake. How to load into Snowflake by using which concept? By using copy into command or Snowflake. Now raw data is there. Now who will come into picture? Which guy will come into picture? Now data is available. Tell me. Now it's coming to picture.
DBT.
The
DBT.
DBT guy. So because no DBT not involve the extraction part or loading part. Already the data loaders, they try to ingest the data into Snowflake. Now data, we are not doing any transformation. We are doing with the help of DBT. I can perform what? Okay, see, with the help of DBT, I get the transform data. What are the advantages of DBT? I can do the development easily, the testing, singular test, generic test. We can easily integrate our code to GitHub and we can perform CI/CD, document, data lineage, and version control. See one more time. So now raw data is there. So with the help of ELT tools, they are dumping this data, batch data or continuous data into Snowflake. Now data is raw data. Now what happened with the help of DBT? What exactly we are trying to perform? The development, the testing, singular test, generic test, deployment, documentation, data lineage, and version control. Now what happened? Ultimately, tell me this transform data who will consume? Will consume?
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Yeah, so consumer reporting teams. Okay, either Tableau guys, Power BI guys. So they will perform reporting to. Okay, same thing they perform for AI people machine. Ultimately, what? So this data they want to migrate and they want to analysis. How can you analysis? So we need to, with the help of DBT, I can perform the development part, data testing, data validation, data automation, and we are trying to give to the consumption layer. So this is the functionality. One more time. So see the simple thing. So see, DBT can be connected to any of the data warehouse. Okay, see right now we're connected to Snowflake. See, so mostly work for data migration project. Nothing but what we need to migrate the tables, the views, the functions, and the procedures. Now here point is that what supposing from Oracle, I'm having multiple tables are there. Now how to migrate? We need to go for what? Go for either ELT tool. Which ELT tool is famous right now? Fivetran is a little bit famous. So for the Fivetran, we can able to dump this data to S3. From S3, how to bring to Snowflake with the help of what concept? Either copy into command or Snowpipe, or we can go for external table. Okay, so now tell me now, data is available in sitting in the Snowflake. Now this is what data? Raw data, transform data. It's a raw data. Now who we are coming to picture? Which guy? The DBT guy. With the help of DBT, what we can perform? The development, testing, the deployment. Okay, so we can put the integration. So integration, deployment, and documentation. We can see the data lineage. Okay, so and this data will be consumed by whom? We need to create a views, and this will be consumed by Power BI guys. Okay, same thing. This transform data who will consume? Tell me this transform data. Transform data will be consumed by
BA report.
only BA people. Any other guys? Okay, BA people. They try to build a dashboard. The same thing now what happened for different clients? I want to send this data. We'll go for secure view concept. So here we need to understand what. So this is for data sharing concept. Same thing. The AI people, machine learning people, data science people, they want file format. Now we should go for what? Data unloading concept. So point is that what with the help of DBT, we are getting the transform data. This transform data will be consumed by the reporting people, data sharing people, and the data science. That is data unloading. Ultimately, this data need to be used by some guys. What are the guys? It can be reporting team, or AI people, or data sharing. This is the function. So remember, so if you want to understand this Snowflake DBT, now what happened, you need to have knowledge on SQL concept. Why tell me why we want SQL concept? Tell me.
By
Because
transfer.
because we want to perform the transformation. How can perform the transformation by using which concept? By using this aggregate functions, analytical functions, joins, null handling. Same SQL concept we should put inside models concept. See, we need to understand Snowflake data warehouse or any data warehouse. Remember, so Snowflake DBT can be connected to any of the data warehouse. Snowflake, but training purpose go for Snowflake. So you need to have at least one data warehouse knowledge, and you have table and its type. Tell me in Snowflake what are the table types we need to have. Tell me what are table types. Anyone in India? Remember
Temporary, transient, and permanent tables.
permanent tables. So see, so you need to have knowledge, at least high level knowledge of these tables. Okay, internal tables and the external tables. That is nothing but what permanent table, then transient table and temporary table. Okay, so this is the functional. At least you should have knowledge on this table types. Same thing, views and its types. What is views? Tell me what the views we are having in Snowflake. Normal view, okay,
Secure view,
metless views,
materialistic view.
secure view, and temporary. Okay, see, at least you should have knowledge on this SQL concepts and this table types and this view types. Okay, if you want to learn this DBT, okay, knowledge should be there on SQL concept, Snowflake or any data warehouse, tables, and its view types. Okay, this is the functionality. Got the point? So this is the same thing. Okay, see. So you need to understand this flow. What exactly the flow? Tell me what happened. There'll be multiple sources will be there with the help of ELT pipelines. Okay, it can be Fivetran, it can be a Stitch or 8-byte. We want to move this data to Snowflake. Now what happened now? Raw data is there. Now who will come into picture? The DBT guy will come into picture. So with the help of DBT, what we can perform this, all these activities, and ultimately this data will be consumed by whom? Reporting people, okay, machine learning people, data science people, data sharing people. Ultimately they consume this data. So this is one approach. Or one more approach is that what, without any cloud, so we are directly dump this data into this Snowflake. So this is one more approach. So one approach is that what they'll put in the data lake. Other approach is without putting the data lake, they're trying to dump this data. Okay, what this is the project flow. So with the help of DBT, advantages are what? So we can perform development. One more time, we'll try to see testing, okay, integration, deployment, documentation, data lineage, and we can perform SCDs easily, slowly changing dimension. We can handle the incremental data easily in the DBT, and we can perform the ELT data pipelines easily. So these are the advantages. And they're having the packages concept is there. Everything's a YMLs and JINJAs. Okay, so in DBT mostly will be the JINJAs and YMLs concept. See this YAMLs. So this is what this is. The test cases that YAML. So this is the dependencies. We can able to see the dependencies, and we can see the documentation. Okay, see, no need. So simply use one command. So DBT docs generate. It will generate the documentation easily. Okay, so these are the advantages. So when compared to the same thing, now what happened? These are the advantages. Okay, so getting the point. So these are the advantages of DBT. You need to understand this project flow. So what the source? What the target? So with the help of DBT, taking the raw data, taking the data which is already loaded by the data loads, and it is connected to the data. Remember, DBT doesn't have any storage. It's simply connected and is processing. Okay, got the point. Simple thing, I'll try to give one use case. You can able to get some functionality. We can able to do simple thing. Now what happened? Let me see, select one ID. We'll see the same thing from Monday onwards. Just I'm trying to give simple. Here, remember, everything is like a models concept. See, so DBT models, nothing but select statement. Whenever I run, what happen? Either table or view will get automatically created in the data warehouse. One more time. So see, DBT models, nothing but it's a select statement. Whenever I run, that's when we need to understand table types and view types. Permanent table, transient table, temporary table, normal view, secure view, metless, and temporary. So with the help of models, we'll build these tables and with simple thing. I'll try to give one use case. Simple thing. I'm trying to create one, select one. I am saving in models folder. Let me put any name. So Prav 1, 2, okay, dot SQL. So this is my model. Okay. So put it and create and try to run. What's the command? Simple thing. What's the command we need to run? DBT run. Okay. Simply use this command. So DBT. We'll see same thing from Monday onwards. -m and the model name. Okay. Now see what happened. View will be created. So this is the functional. Okay. See, whenever I run any models, what happened? Table. So remember, our logic will be written. The transformation logic will be written in this model. See this logic. What happened? So scroll down. Now what exactly happened? Tell me. What exactly? So the select statement, it will create as view. Okay. Same thing. If I want to create a table, we need to put some configuration. That's it. Simple thing. We'll see the same thing in detail on Monday onwards. Okay, see. Now save it. Now rerun the model one more time. Now what exactly? Table will be created. So that's why you need to have knowledge on what type of tables are there, what type of views are there in Snowflake. See what happened now? What exactly did now? Table will be created. Okay, see the same logic. Okay, table, transcend table will be created. So point is that what? The entire DBT work on this models concept. Our aggregate function, our analytical function, trim function, null handling, all these things will written in the models. Whenever I run, what happened? Either tables or views will be created automatically based on the property we should define. So you should know the table types and view types and at least one data warehouse and SQL concept. All this SQL concept, aggregate function, analytical function, all things we need to work it. Okay, got a point. You need to understand this flow. So flow is important. Okay, see what is source, what the target, where exactly DBT pick here. See what happened in the ELT data pipeline. So ELT extracting, loading, transmission, and the consumption. So this is the project flow. End of assignment. So far, ask those questions.